Cheesecake Challenge. We're starting a little early, a couple minutes. I hope there's a few people out there and they're not all congregated over there at Ricada Law listening to JDA, and whatever they're doing. Appreciate everybody who does come regularly, and we have a nice panel today. One moment while I get rid of some stuff here.
Okay, well, in the meantime, let me just go ahead and say that I'm impressed that all you showed up. And I can see why Good Dog Press, Manny, the man behind the Unbreathable Skunk Girl, did not show up. He's intimidated. He's a little scared. He's going to be scared of other artists. I just want to put that out there. But he does have a great book coming out here in the next few months.
All right, everybody.
I thought he'd be raring to do a hardcore punk version of the Unbreathable Skunk Girl.
You would think so, but I think he's a little intimidated. Doesn't want to come in here.
I would like to everybody introduce yourselves. Let's go from Ninja to just go with Ninja. Talk about yourself.
All right. Yeah, I am your friendly neighborhood ninja. You can see me on YouTube or Twitter. I am your ninja friend. I like to draw the pictures for people. I'm practicing my arts to be the best at what I do. So, next up, I guess.
Okay, Wayward.
Yeah, my name is Wayward. I'm on Twitter right now. You can follow me there. I'm also taking commissions as well, so feel free to hit me up. I got a pinned tweet you can look at to get my prices. I'll try something cool.
Cool, man. Awesome. Daniel?
Hi, my name is Daniel Rega. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, DLive at the Tech Corner, and YouTube at the Tech Corner. My website is vegasdesigns.squarespace.com, and where you can find all my prices, commission before stuff, and you can find my comic there as well. I am still working on getting the colors for that done, so it should be up pretty soon.
Right on, excellent. Pedro.
Hey, hello, my name is Pedro Lara, and I am just a guy that likes to draw some comic theme illustrations. Yeah.
He's from you're in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, I'm from Costa Rica.
Right. Josh, man.
Hey, how you doing?
He's a resident snow monkey.
Indeed, I am.
So, are we starting now, or are we?
But we don't
we're going through the introductions.
No.
And then we got Illustrator Monk.
Hey, Illustrator Monk. You can find me on Twitter.
And then Humble Marty.
Hello. I draw stuff.
Introduce yourself some more.
All right, a cold piece. What's your first name? Alex.
Yeah, Alex Garcia, San Antonio, Texas. My channel has been listed in the chat here. I'm pretty sure they'll provide it. I do some videos, but I'm actually I wrote a script for a graphic novel coming to Indiegogo called Johnny's Law. Art will be provided by Ibai Canales from Iron Sights and The Abductables and a bunch of other books.
Well, he's just on everything, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is, man. He sure is. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of John Woo-esque violence and action, with a real cool story. You guys can check that out. But yeah, and I'm here drawing.
All right.
Right on.
Are we shilling?
Are we shilling? Should I be shilling?
We will chill as we go along.
All right.
Let's get started. The theme today is Hot Rods and Hardcore Honeys. That is what you're here to do. And let's get going. We are 2 minutes over 10. We will go to 2 minutes past 10. And let's go. Right on.
Do we have to be finished our drawings by then? Or?
You got to be as far along as you can be.
All right.
There you go.
Wish me luck, because God knows I'll need it. I'm not the fast artist.
I hear you there.
Also, hot rods, mechanical things, not my forte.
So,
hey man, I'm the fantasy artist.
What's the concept? We're
Drawer in an airship.
Ninja, what's your concept?
I am going to be drawing a sexy female character resting on the hood of a 57 Chevy,
Nice.
if I can.
Wayward, what are you going for? It looks like you got an SUV rolling.
I'm trying to do Camaro. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna put a girl in front of this, probably about her body in the middle of that, and she's gonna be holding a gun, sexy like.
All right, cool. Daniel, what's your idea?
Hot rod. If Transformers with a babe on the top. You said hot rod, and you didn't say anything about Transformer characters.
It's got to be automotive. That's all I'm saying. So there you go.
He's going to be in vehicle mode. So
all right,
I don't think anybody's going to bite my head off. I think.
Okay.
I say that, but hey.
Okay, Pedro, what are you going for?
I'm going for a girl, obviously, and a motorcycle. And I want to make this girl to be She-Hulk because I like her.
All right, then.
Yeah.
All right.
I think everybody liked She-Hulk before she turned into a man.
Definitely.
I think it's not a character that has been like. I didn't like the drawings of these characters at all, so I don't think anybody's making justice to the character. She's really cool.
Yeah, she's really cool.
I don't think anybody likes that new version. Like, I haven't talked to anybody.
I'm sure there's some interesting people out there who prefer it for some odd reason, but
I haven't met one.
Josh, what are you?
No. I know a client who's a big She-Hulk fan. Man, he went on like an hour trade. I'm like, dude. Oh man, this is like, she was sexiest and she was this and this and this and this and this, and he just kept going on. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. It's like, this is like, unfortunately, we got idiots and
poor guy's heart's been broken.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Josh, what are you doing? It seems like I got a black screen here for on you.
Like I said, vehicles and women are my weak point. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of a rough going first and work out some of the issues that I have with this particular subject matter before I share it.
All right, brother.
But as far as the content, I am going to be doing a character from one of my upcoming comics called Help Becky Smash, who is a lovely little alien bug lady named Aria, lovingly designed for us by Danku the artist.
All right, cool.
Oh, Danku's cool.
Illustrator Monk, what are you doing?
I think I've seen his too.
I'm going for kind of a rockabilly theme, using a tea bucket for the rod.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool. I'm digging it. Humble Marty, what are we going to see from you?
I basically took a motorbike and took the wheels off.
Oh,
yeah, I'm doing a space motorbike.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. It's some kind of floating bike, and I looked up a bunch of hardcore stuff online to see which parts could make for something interesting.
Okay, cool. And Alex, what are we going to see from you?
Just a mechanic chick that's gonna, be talking to the client. She's gonna tell him that she thinks she's found the problem, but he's found the solution. So
in his pants,
in his wallet, more likely.
So, do you guys have any projects you're working on right now?
How come you don't ask me what I'm doing, Jimmy?
Crypto. What are you
doing, sir?
I'm opening a peanut butter mountain bar, and I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be as good as these drawings.
Oh my god. Let's go. Do we have anybody in the chat right now? Let's check.
Manny's in there.
Yeah,
watching all
Manny's
these
in
guys,
there.
judging if he can maybe take them out. He's like Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding. He's gonna send a big fat man to clip somebody's leg. So Josh, the amazing animator, better watch his back.
Well,
Better watch the
Hey,
TV.
I have to
you're
shout out to
assuming-
Zach
you're
Hawkins.
assuming
He showed
that I
up like
have
2 hours
legs.
early. So nice to have you here, Zach. If
You're
you're still in
assuming
the
that
chat.
I have legs.
He may not be here now. Who knows? Who else we got? We got Manny. Manny, are you working on anything because you didn't make it into the panel? I hope you are. And
He's not going to stream because it's Holy Week.
It's Holy Week,
So he's
Yeah.
not going to spread the love and message of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I guess.
Oh, I see.
I'm pretty sure Lord and Savior Jesus Christ also liked women. Just saying.
We are peeking once again. It's nice
Lord
to
and
see you back.
Savior made women. Why would he not like them?
Right?
Yeah,
We
that's the whole
have
point.
Flit Amarant. He says, got my plate ready for the cheesecake. Well, fantastic.
We're going to have a nice
I think I'd be
charcuterie
bigger
board
than the
here.
car.
Speaking of, I'm gonna have to go and get myself that energy drink because it is late for me. I'll be right
Same
back.
here. I'm gonna try not to push this car. I'm terrible at it.
I'm
Yeah,
going to just
bullets.
keep eating the mountain bar.
So,
Try, man. Don't worry if you're terrible. Just try your best, man. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even get me started. I'm always nervous about doing stuff. So
well, I officially
Me
gave up
too.
trying to be a morning person, so I'm gonna go back to 9 hours, which I should just stayed at. So I'll probably be streaming late, like 6 in the afternoon to about 3-4 a.m.
Nice to have Rumble in there. Rumble's taking care of the moderation tonight, looks like. And we got Matt. He's a mod as well. Rising Lee, another mod. Thank you for showing up, fellas. Appreciate it. So let me go back to our thing so we can. Did I white box somebody? I did. Sorry, my bad. Let's see what Marty's doing. It's coming along. So how does that vehicle propel itself along, Marty?
Oh, this thing? It's got a huge, too big for it engine just jammed up in the back right here.
All right then.
Oh, good. It looks
And
different
since-
from my flying machine.
You push
Yeah.
the accelerator in a car, Jimmy, or on a bike, and then it goes. You turn the little handle. No.
Yeah.
The throttle?
The accelerator and the throttle. Yeah. Look at this. All right.
It's not like when you were a kid, Jimmy, and you had to like use your legs and move them really, really, really fast, like Fred Flintstone.
Nope, it's changed.
You know what?
It's all changed.
or the little twinkle toe sound. Yeah, little xylophone. That's what we need.
I could go
I'll make her a She-Hulk here. I'm gonna put a She-Hulk in here.
You know what? You go ahead and put 2 She-Hulks if it makes you feel comfortable.
I don't think we'd mind.
You could have green She-Hulk and red She-Hulk.
Ooh,
I
that's
could.
a good idea.
Did have a
I could, but that would take me longer.
making out on the hood of the car.
That'd be nice.
In the back of the
good
car.
on that.
Betty and Jennifer.
Everybody likes lipstick lesbians in the 21st century.
I mean,
God damn it.
When was this time where that
don't
wasn't
put
cool?
me in that mix. I don't. I have no desire for it.
Nobody
Oh.
ever says like, I really want to see Squirrel Girl and Thumbelina getting it on.
I do.
Squirrel Girl and Thumbelina?
Yeah, well,
You
you just
read
think
X-Mark?
about you just gotta think about how mad it's gonna make the SJWs, and then you think, oh yeah, I totally want to see that.
I'm gonna assume that exists somewhere. There's like actually a fetish for just like Disney crossovers. That's a fetish. Like they'll have like Jack Frost from that one Rise of whatever movie, and then Frozen Girl. That's like a fetish.
Rise of the Guardians.
Oh yeah,
Rise of the
there's
Guardian,
actually
yeah.
entire fanfics of that.
Yeah, it's like that's the actual like fetish. I didn't even like realize that was its own like poor foreign fan base.
You know what'll really make them mad? If you have
Thor
like
walks in and makes them all straight with his
Bucky,
massive dong.
if you have like Bucky and like Black Widow or something like that, because they put Captain America and Bucky together.
Oh Lord, I saw that. It's like
Yeah, they were all happy for
they can't be friends.
Winter Soldier, I know the Winter Soldier anniversary or whatever. And then they were like, "Oh, this is so great because we shipped them or whatever."
If you really wanted to get their goat, you'd have one of the reboots that they really hated, like the Black Buffy, making out with probably our original Buffy.
Wait, did they actually make that?
I know they were in talks to do it, and then there was like a mega backlash against Whedon for it, and I guess Whedon backed off of it.
Yeah, the Mary Sue
because it
article
could
on
be
that.
because it couldn't be Buffy and Willow or what?
I don't know. I thought the Mary Sue article on that was hilarious because they ended up saying exactly what everyone else was saying about about having too many reboots.
It was like the exact situation with Cher recently with the whole like immigrants thing.
Where they suddenly became what was it? Oh right, and it was like congratulations.
Yeah,
you get the argument. Thank you.
Now you understand.
I'm like, why are you rebooting Buffy? You ended Buffy a long time ago. I don't think anybody.
It didn't. It had a terrible ending. I'll say that.
I mean, it had a worst ending around, but they ended it. Like,
well, no one wants anything to end anymore. No one he's been wanting to do that ever since. Like he's had like this comic for forever.
Oh yeah, I know he went well past it. With the comic, he's like, this comic is officially the next season from the comic from the TV show because stuff. I'm like, okay.
It's not as fun as the Buffy knockoff they had on Sci-Fi.
I never even got to the end.
I never did.
It's not good.
I don't remember if I did or not. I think I did.
The last season was so garbage.
I mean, just like a lot of the stuff leading up to the end was just so terrible. I just fell out of it. And this was like not too long ago. Like I was trying to like get back into it and like finish it finally. And then I was just like, this is terrible. So I'll watch something else.
You made a good decision. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
She's got quite a rack, actually.
Sarah Michelle Gellar?
No. The character that I'm working on.
Oh.
We can't see the character you're working on, Josh. So keep it.
I know. Not yet.
Angel ended like with the Apocalypse 9, and they just left it there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. With what's her name?
Jeez, I can't get this thing to match.
Or she essentially becomes like evil incarnate for whatever reason.
Incarnate?
Who are we talking about?
What's her character?
Fred.
The friend.
Fred.
She seduced the son, and I guess to use him to bring about the apocalypse. And
an Angel. That's where I fell out. I was trying to go through Angel after I finished Buffy, and I was like, I don't even care anymore.
You know, things run their course to jump to shark, and then it's over.
Exactly. That's why I don't really get people wanting everything to last for a million years these days. Everything's going to last forever.
I think Matthew's working on a script right now. He's not talking very much.
Although some of the stuff that they're doing with all those nostalgic properties is pretty good. I just finished watching Creed 2 tonight.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's because
look who you're talking about.
Stallone working on it. Stallone.
Yeah. Stallone wrote like what, the first 2 or 3?
Yeah, he wrote pretty much a majority of the Rocky series, and so when you move on to the Creed series, he already knew what was happening with the series, so he didn't have to, imagine shit, and he did it. And then because when you go to like She-Ra, you're like, the fuck happened here?
Oh, what the fuck, indeed. I like my version of She-Ra better, where it's Trump.
My favorite was I don't know. My favorite out of all the redesigns was Zira. That one's funny.
Oh, from Troy? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. I would actually read. I would like to read a book about that.
Oh, he's making one eventually.
Is he actually making that?
Eventually, he's got plans. He's got more plans than he knows what to do with, man.
Good. I need more from him.
Well, you're gonna get more. I promise you that. Actually, this project that we're working on together, we're gonna be rolling out some more information relatively soon on it, and I think people are gonna really dig it because it's gonna be his foray into his one true love, which is science fiction.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Pekin asked about Trump Shira. You want to talk about that, Josh?
That was for one of my own. That was for one of my own contests that I was holding for the Manimation stream.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. We were doing basically trying to do a redesign that would trigger the SJWs most. So.
And you like to do.
Well, and one of the key components to it is that you had to be including the OK symbol in the picture somewhere, because there was basically this thing where like a whole bunch of SJWs were like losing their absolute shit over some artist that drew Katra from the new She-Ra, like giving the OK symbol purely innocently. You know, they were just like, oh, it's the OK symbol. But of course, SJW's got an SJW, you know.
What I don't get is where did they get the idea that it was white supremacy? Like, ever since I've learned about it, it's been Illuminati, it's been, things
Trump.
like that. Not even Trump, even way before that. There's like this one guy who did a whole video series about people in the music business and in Hollywood, showing them. He has like a collage of like a bunch.
Doesn't matter where they come from.
Doing all of
those
them,
guys
actually.
are the same.
Anybody that's big.
I think the most recent one was just a 4chan prank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't, because I'm like, I don't understand why people keep saying that. I've never heard
the thing that
be called that
I was
at all.
saying to them, I think somebody, it was like GameSpot or something, did this whole thing about like we should ban the OK symbol in Overwatch. And I said to them, it's just like, oh, okay, so that's just it. Like when bad people just claim something is theirs that was traditionally not, you just give it to them. You just let them take it. You just roll over and die without a fight. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's why I believe it was a 4chan prank, because it would be a really big troll to take something that's supposed to be about Illuminati and then burn them to a cinder with their anger about thinking that it's, this white supremacy thing. That to me would be hilarious on their part.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, man. It's like,
I find it kind of hilarious because it's kind of impossible. I mean, good grief. One of them, Zenyatta, he has multiple hands, so he could be flashing like 8 different OK signs. He flashes like 2 of them whenever he meditates, and that stuff's permanent.
They're probably gonna try and take it out at some point. Watch them do it.
If they have to do that, and since they have to be worldly, they'll end up having to use one of those complex hand signs, which would be a pain in the neck to animate.
I want to throw out a shout out to Trusty Sidekick who showed up in the chat. Don't know who you are, but glad to have you here.
Oh, is that what we're doing? We're hitting our viewers now too? You bigot.
Flit Amaranth.
Trusty's a good guy. And he's a hell of an artist.
Flit Amaranth says, didn't Blizzard just ban players from using it?
They did.
They did.
That's what I was saying. There was a GameSpot video or something where they were justifying it and saying like, yeah, we should ban it.
Yeah, he's like current year Salem witch trials.
No, it's even more. It's funnier because he says the reasons why it became known that way is because of trolls, and then he's just like, yeah, so I guess we should do it.
Okay, that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, right. Like I said, like they just
anything they do make any sense,
and let the Nazis take over, right?
we can't. We don't want to look like we're bad guys, so we just got to give it to them.
Yep.
It's like, we don't want to look like we're bad guys. We're just going to roll over and play dead.
We're your best friends, the brands.
We got 13 people in the watching right now. Thank you for the lucky 13 that are here.
Right on.
And 11 likes. Fantastic. Well, we're drawing those 13 away from Mercada.
Well, maybe they don't want to sit and watch a boring legal show.
There's nothing boring about Ricado's legal show.
I said it's boring.
As he slowly gets drunk.
I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
Nick Ricada is a guy that owns. He's just a small lawyer in Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah, but he's
Rather
giving his
than
like
orange,
he's giving his
everybody that comes against him.
he's giving his 3 cents on everything that deals with media lawsuits and so on and so forth. And then that's what I understood.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes he lets his alcohol be his problem sometimes.
Sometimes it's the best though when he gets completely wasted.
Yeah, he got fucking wasted, and I'm like, dude, you're a fucking lawyer and you got yourself wasted on your own. No, okay.
No, why not? It's on his time. It's on his time.
That's the way his show's always been.
Yeah,
He's always done that.
He's only human anyway.
Yeah.
We all have our vices. Mine apparently is Bloodborne. that has been my vice for this week. That's for sure. I cannot get enough of that game, unfortunately.
Ninja, your girl is very, very substantially endowed. Just saying.
What?
That's a good thing, right?
Oh.
Can you see this?
I don't know. Can you
Which one?
see what's going on?
Ninja Rat.
Yeah, well, you'll see
What?
it later, I suppose.
Oh, that one.
Wayward doing like
you want me to make it bigger? I can make mine bigger if you want.
it's like a ninja.
Yeah,
woman.
yeah. I don't know. She kind of turned Asian.
Oh, darn it.
Just kind of feeling her out.
I'll bet you want to feel her out.
Hey.
And looks like Daniel's doing a form of a Trans Am of some sort.
It's supposed to be a hot rod, and that I guess that's what they used was a Trans Am.
It is, ma'am.
Trans Am.
Oh,
Trans Man.
damn it! I walked right into that.
Pedro's girl, his young She-Hulk is pretty buff. It's looking good. I'm liking it. Right on. And Illustrated Monk, he's black currently. He's in the black. All right, fine.
That's racist.
That is racist. I'm sorry. And as usual, Humble
Should be able to
Marty
see
has
it now.
a very colorful palette as she moves forward.
And it keeps the layers separated.
Yeah.
That is a good way to do it.
Yeah,
I'll do that a lot of times when I'm really planning to go long term with it.
We got here with Alex over here. That girl's thick, man. She's very thick. Go back to Illustrator Monk. It's coming along. The resolution's a little sketchy, but that's all right.
I'll be able to show you guys something soon. I hate my rough work. My rough work is
but that's
That's
the
what
whole
the people
point.
came to see.
See, that's the thing, Josh. You got to show the rough work, man.
No, I'll show my rough work, just not my early rough work because it looks like absolute garbage, and I'm super self-conscious about it.
It's almost like you're Sashi or something.
Is that a thing
What,
she does?
shy all of a sudden?
She doesn't let anybody watch her draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of draw like a sculptor, especially when I have a time limit and.
Show us your process, man.
I know. I refuse. Also, I'm doing kind of like a style I'm not super familiar with. So
I'm gonna go check the chat here, see what they're yakking about, if anything. Oh, yeah, Pekin says we like it rough, Josh. So
yeah, I bet you do, you dirty girl.
Hey, thanks, Bacon.
See a Spork Man in the chat.
Yeah, got Sporkman there. Here he is. Thank you for showing up. My brother Chuck. And we got a Rumble Terrier join Sporkman on his adventure as the hero exchange program takes him to the Empire of the Rising Sun, currently on Indiegogo. For any of those of you out there, Sporkman is on Indiegogo, and it's a lot of fun. All ages book. We had 15. We just lost one. Now we're back down to 14. But Die Hard 14, right on.
How come 3 of those people haven't clicked the like button? It'd be very
One of them.
good for those people to click that like button.
There we go.
Foot Amaranth says hashtag Joshy. I guess that's going out to Josh.
No, well, actually, that's the term for female professional wrestling in Japan.
Oh, I learned something, so the day's not at complete loss.
And here I thought that was more comparing me to Sashi with our
it could be maybe that could also be possible.
Oh, look, trusty sidekick liked. So we're up to 14 out of now we have 15 watching. So we're just down 1. That's all right.
That's pretty good. May the algorithms be ever in your favor.
That's true. All right. Amaranth, regardless, I stand by it. I'm not sure what he stands by, but okay, cool.
It's good to have your convictions, though. So congratulations.
All right, so what are we looking at? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Go back and look at Humble Marty and the bike seat. And
bike seat.
Yeah, I actually have an entire body put out there with the clothes on and stuff.
Yes.
Actually, it doesn't look weird.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
You're being cruder. Okay.
Let's see how Ninja's Buxom Young Lass is coming along. There you go. So that's a 57 Chev, or is that a 55?
No, it's supposed to be a 57.
Okay.
But
It's feeling more like a Citron to me right now, but that's all right. I think you're doing a good job.
No.
Oh, you masculine males with your car knowledge.
Hey, I don't know shit.
I know.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
Shit.
Just know that the 57 was one of the more fun years, I think.
Yeah. Hot rod that sucker out.
I just looked up vintage motorcycles off of Pinterest. And I remembered a few of the engines from the Fast and the Furious. Yeah, the one
okay.
I kind of hijacked right here was the one that actually made a car
That's
explode.
a sneeze. Triple sneeze.
Who is sneezing?
Me.
Okay.
It just came out of nowhere.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. It's like, oh, by the way, you're going to sneeze right now.
Salud.
Thank you.
I'm off to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
How dare you?
Thanks for informing us. Well, warm for you. Maybe we'll actually see something from Josh one of these days. That would be wonderful.
Soon. Very soon.
Better than sneeze.
So, how's the campaign going, Slick?
How's the campaign going for
yeah,
my
for you?
book? Well, we're closing in on 22,000. That would be nice if we hit that.
Woohoo!
But you know, it's not. I'm happy with where we're at, and you know, a lot of the campaigns I've been seeing lately have been hitting pretty good numbers. So I like that. I like that there's a lot of indies out there that they're having success. And for those of you who do want to go get my book, it is Little Girl Lethal. It's currently on Indiegogo and in demand. And you can pick up that book. Just forewarning, it's a bit mature. So
Sexy.
so you might want to be careful if you have certain sensibilities and you don't want to offend yourself.
Hey,
But,
come on, Rezzy. What's up?
But if you like sexy girls and you like a lot of violence and you like beautiful art, that's the book for you. Whiskey Pan is my artist. He's out of Vladivostok, Russia, and he has amazing ability to craft images that entice and just make you happy to look at. So
He's the Ivan Drago to your Rocky.
I must put it too.
Oh no, he's the Ivan Drago to your Apollo Creed because he's killing it. Oh! Too soon? I just finished watching Creed 2. That just popped into my head. It was too appropriate.
So how was Creed 2? I haven't seen it.
Really good. I really, really liked it.
Did Rocky make an appearance?
Yeah, he's in it.
Did he punch anybody?
No, he didn't.
Dang it.
I mean, you know, it's Creed, not Rocky. You know, it's his time to shine. It's his show. But no, Sylvester Stallone does a good job when you can hear him.
When you can understand him.
Appreciate you putting out the link for my book. Much appreciated. We've got 16 people watching now and 14 people liking. That's 2 off. Anybody wants to give us a like, that'd be great. But you know, no pressure.
All the pressure. Are you kidding me?
No. I like to keep things cool and smooth.
No chill.
That's why this is my stream, and you can go on Josh and be a really angsty all you want.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm saying you better like and subscribe.
I was wondering, have you guys heard of this Science Wizard Comics? Seems like they got some pretty exciting stuff going on.
Never
Do you know anything about that?
Is there anyone else about it?
That's my gig.
Oh, that's yours?
Oh, can you tell us more about it then?
Yeah, please. Well, one of the things that we're doing with that is we're establishing with our next project, which is a combination of 2 graphic novels, Help Becky Smash and Last Call, by myself, Mr. Marvel, and an artist yet to be determined. And it is the establishment of a indie comics multiverse with this story. And it's going to be a lot of fun. There's cute girls, ugly girls, MacGuffins, action, romance, all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be a blast.
Any Deus Ex Machinas?
I don't think so.
That's the name of the book after this one, Jimmy. Don't jump the gun.
All right, I'm sorry to spoil.
Yeah, but no, it's. I've been working on that with Friendly Neighborhood Ninja, with Mr. Marvel, myself, of course, and it's something that we're all really passionate about. We're working really hard to make it come to life, and hopefully people really dig it, because we certainly do.
Are there any of you out there that are currently doing commissions that would like to?
I am doing commission work.
All right, cool. Got Daniel. He does commissions. He does very attractive elven women. Plus, you know,
probably this.
Anything else people want to look at? Ninja is also.
I'm very open for commissions as well. I just don't advertise it that much.
That's Alex does commissions, and Ninja does commissions. I know that for a fact. And I bet you probably could get Pedro to do a commission for you. Illustrator Monk is in demand and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure if he's in commission business right now, but
not currently.
Not currently.
Trying to start my own comic.
Yeah, he's he's got some plans he's trying to fulfill. And there you go. Josh, are you doing commissions currently?
I will be shortly. I got a few already in the works that I gotta finish, and then I'll be putting together a sheet, to kind of show people pricing and examples and all that, which I don't have right now. So I have a few obligations, particularly with setting up Help Becky Smash and Last Call, and then once I got the writing and the initial design work for that done, then I will be opening up commissions publicly because I'm gonna need it because I was laid off.
Those Canadian.
Hey man, I do commission work 24/7, so this is my only job.
Yeah, I hear you.
And
I'm in a pretty good place, luckily, because I've I had enough money in the bank that I can sustain myself for the time being during this period of uncertainty with my first layoff. So I'll be fine even if I don't. But we'll see.
Wayward does commissions as well. Not cut you off, Josh.
No worries. Spread the love.
Throwing it out. He's put up his commission guide here. You can all see that, and I'm sure that you probably could find this on his Twitter page. Correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a pinned tweet. And yeah, I got a pretty fluid style. It's definitely more cartoony. But definitely hit me up if you're interested.
yeah. Oh, hang on one second.
So, Humble Marty, do you do commissions or is it just fun stuff?
I've done a few commissions off and on.
Let's see. I've done this for Jim.
Yeah, that was my Sugar Lightspeed that he did for me. She's very buxom. As Daniel loves the buxom women. He loves them very almost 3D, coming at you.
And I did this. I did this a couple of days ago, and I need to put up the video for it.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, the thing I'm noticing is that all my ink pens are dying, so that's why I'm not doing physical work today. And then I need new pens too. And let's see. Actually, I did this for Crypto Stream a little while back, and just because I don't know too much about wrestling at the time, well, I still don't.
Yeah, these were the Bella twins, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know too much. Let me see if I can find some.
I'm liking Illustrator Monk's rockabilly kind of Betty Page thing he's got going here. Feeling that. Everybody should love Betty Page.
God damn it.
Okay, this is my flyer. So it has all my stuff. You can email me at d.vega24@yahoo.com. My website is vegadesigns.squarespace.com. Black and white characters, digital, are $30 plus 15 for every character thereafter. Color to 60 plus 15, plus 20. I need to fix that per character. Comic pages are 70 per page.
That's cheap, yo.
That's not bad. So people who want to make a comic, there you go. There's comic pages for sale, everybody.
That is a very reasonable price. Get it?
Yeah.
Help Daniel stay with a roof over his head and not on the streets there in Texas. It's really
last month wasn't too awesome. So I just made it.
Let's go back to the chat, see what's going on.
You're doing great here tonight, Jimmy. Just so you know.
Oh, thank you. We got Tank. Right on, Tank. Tank's my boy. I know him.
How's it going, Tank?
We got Midnight Cherry TV. Right on. We got 18 people watching currently. 16 likes. We're still 2 down, but it's all right. Still love everybody who's come out tonight. What was that?
Oh, we're pulling them away from Wreck-It Law.
Yeah, we're next thing you know, we'll be ratioing those motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't even know what ratio means, so whatever. I'm a boomer. Chicken
I
Sith.
have. Hey, I'm not a boomer, but I have no idea what the hell that means.
Who is Chicken Sith? I like the name of that.
Oh, that's an awesome name.
He's throwing it out to Spork, Sporkman Studios. Once again, he does have a book on Indiegogo currently, and everybody go out and check out that book. I want to throw out a book that I really like. I like Tales from the Stacks by Professor Geek. I really like the idea and the concept. I think it's still going. Maybe it's in demand. I haven't checked, but I did back that book. I appreciate it. We also have Handyman, my friend here from here in Utah. His name's Brad Ashworth. He's doing a book called Handyman currently on Indiegogo. Go and check that book out. Put some money down on it. There you go. And who am I missing? Anybody want to throw out somebody I'm missing currently? Juan Poole. Amazing Juan Poole by an artist who's currently working on my book as well. That'd be Troy Torres. He did this wonderful character, wonderful, inclusive, diverse character of Juan Poole that's really funny and has a lot of heart as well. Go out and pick up put your money behind that and back it and get a couple of the issues so that they can also do a third issue and finish off the arc. And then also you'll be able to see his art in a kind of a Bruce Timm style in a secondary story in my book, Little Girl Lethal, starring Sugar Lightspeed. Anybody else have anybody else we want to pimp? We need to throw out there and let people know about.
Narwhal, Plaster Harris on Twitter. He has a campaign going on right now for the hardback edition of Earthbound. It's really good. I read it. I've read the first one he had when he did his original campaign. It's really good. I do recommend it.
I'd recommend The Abductables. It's still up, I believe. They're working towards stretch goals right now.
We got one final stretch goal with Juan Poole as well. If we get to 16,000.
Oh, cool! Right on. I also would like to throw out my buddy Nash Toby with his friend Alejandro Mirabal. They did Long Harbor, which is done amazingly well. I think it's in demand currently, but go out and put some money down on that book. Beautiful art, absolutely fantastic art, and a really good story. If what has been told to me by Nash Toby is correct, you will really enjoy the Lovecraftian horror kind of mixed with it. So the Thing, excuse me. So you'll like that book. Chicken Sith says, Slick Jim Speaks, you know who I am. I did that J.S. Shiro's Glinda and Tentacles in the library for the draw along from Hotties and Hellscapes. Right, Chicken Sith, right on. Why aren't you in here? Because, well, we ran out of spaces, I understand that. We need to get you back on, brother. So, yeah. We have 19 people watching. We've gone up one. We also have 19 people who like. We are even money. Right on. Okay, I'm going to go back and look at everybody here. We got things are coming along with Ninja. She's looking pretty good. Right on. Let's go back to Wayward. Looking pretty abstract. Oh, there she is. Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then we got Tech with Daniel's very lovely, very she's very well endowed. Extremely well endowed.
Whoa.
She can float a battleship with those pontoons. That's all I'm saying.
Goodness gracious, you filthy, filthy old man.
I am
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Yes.
There you go.
And we got Pedro. It's a beautiful face, man. I'm liking it a lot. Excellent. Finally, we got Josh that's actually showing us something.
Hopefully the anticipation was somewhat worth it.
He's eating a piece of pineapple pizza, man, apparently.
Just a pineapple pizza. It's not him.
Okay,
not every piece of pineapple pizza that I draw is of the character.
Everybody wants a piece of pineapple pizza, man.
It's true. It's true. Well, that was actually a thing that Danku stated about this character, is that she loves pineapple. And there's a good reason for why she loves pineapple, too. because
It gives her
she's
superhuman powers.
It does not actually. No. What it does is it makes her scales nice and shiny because it has just the right enzymes that her body needs to produce a nice oil to keep them healthy and clean.
All right, I'll take your word for it, bro.
It's just how her species works.
So would Pineapple Pizza Man be in any danger of getting eaten?
Depends on who's
Depends how hungry she is.
If you're like around like Donald DeLay, probably not. But I mean, or for that matter, Troy Torres. He's not a big fan.
Oh, he is. He's just lying.
He's
just pulling the wool over people's eyes.
He's been playing the game with the fact that Juan no longer can eat pineapple pizza because his love Robbie will not let him do it. It's terrible. Yeah. It's very sad.
I know. I mean, why wouldn't they break up? He won't allow him to eat pineapple pizza.
I know that would just be that's a deal breaker right there.
Terrorists. No. That's just terroristic levels of red flags there.
What the hell?
Illustrator Monk, man, you got to put this. I'm digging this thing. I'm feeling it all the way. Yep. Thanks. But I do like the Betty Page. So.
Who doesn't? She seemed like a nice lady.
She was a very nice lady, very uninhibited lady, and then she became very religious, but left a legacy for all of us to enjoy.
Each to their own.
Look at that. She's a ninja. Your girl is she's very punk. She's punk rock from the 80s there, buddy.
Is that poison from a fight?
I don't know. Sure. Who is that, Ninja? Is it just a girl? Do you have anybody you specifically want to say that is? I think Ninja's off taking care of his kids or something.
Oh. Maybe. Yes, I'm muted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. No, I don't know who Poison from Final Fight actually is. I just kind of was riffing off of the one character that I seen. Zach Hawkins was playing some game the other night with these weird, like, punk chicks, and I was like, "Oh, those chicks are cool looking," and that idea was just stuck in my head. He was like beating up these chicks. But it's a tech game. Do you guys remember what game he was playing the other night?
I thought you were playing Final Fight.
I have no idea.
What Final Fight? But who's Poison though?
That's one of the NPCs you get to beat up on.
Oh, the chick that fights you? Oh, okay, then sure, that's who this is.
Okay, yeah,
that's who Poison is.
Rumble Terrier.
It's
feeling it in his jimmies. What does that mean? Explain yourself, man.
I will say Poison's gender is highly debated because they like changed it for America to where they listed her as a him. So it's been like people have been like, does she have the dick or not?
Well, they only did that because because America's a little more sensitive about male characters beating up female characters.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So they said Poison was a transvestite.
Yeah, but that made it better.
Yeah,
that doesn't actually make it any better.
The delicate
this is
America.
We got Rebel Comics in the chat. That's Larry from.
So I think I think what they did is they officially made her a transgender charactor. I think.
I don't know if they've ever been actually confirmed. They just
I don't know if that's confirmed or not,
around
but
it.
somebody said they did, so I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it.
Apparently, EVS is on Ricada currently, and Midnight Cherry says Blech. So
okay, why do we care?
that's what Midnight Cherry said. Okay, I'm back. EVS is on Ricada. Blech. So
to each his own.
Yeah. Just want to. Rebel Comics is in the chat. I wanted to talk about his books. He has two great books, Avani and Niobe. Go out and check out his books. They're really cool, and they have sexy gals, which everybody likes. I think that's why most people are here. So, yeah. If one of you guys want to throw up a link to his merchandise, that would be cool. Maybe I
What
should,
the hell was that?
maybe I should give a
He said throw up.
Oh,
throw up. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You're being funny. You're a funny guy.
Yeah, I'm being cute. Maybe the maniacal laughter doesn't help the cute factor. I'm being cute.
Larry, you're a mod now because you're my boy. All right. Peek, Slick Jimmy. It's very relaxing in here. What is this, ASMR? Well, we try. Who else we got here? You got escaped subject. I eat frogs. Okay then.
alrighty then.
I had frogs once when I was. Well, I'm going to tell you all a story. Just it's story time right now. I was in Paris a few years back in 2013, and I went early morning to the to Notre Dame to do the tour, and we went up into the Belfry and on the walkways. And when I got done, with that beautiful building, I went down, walked down the street, and the Notre Dame is on an island in the middle of the Seine, the river. I went and found this little eatery, little bistro down the way on the island, and I had lunch there, and I had frog legs, and they're pretty damn good actually.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Tastes like chicken, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not bad.
Very, very similar. I like frog legs. They're kind of like light chicken. Like
Yeah.
it's lighter, right?
Well, I mean, I got it. Like they gave me a whole big plate of them, and I ate a lot of them. They were pretty good. And the French, there's a kind of an old saying, go to France, don't ask what it is, just eat it, because they usually know what they're doing, but you don't really want to know what they're feeding you. Thundane is in the chat. You bunch of degenerates is what he tells us. But you're here, Thundaro. That kind of makes you a degenerate too, right?
What's up, Thundaro? That's my man right there. That's my man. And Midnight Cherry and Rebel Comics. All three.
I do have to refute you on that a little bit there, Jimmy, just because I'm one of those people that goes out of my way to eat the thing that sounds the weirdest on the menu.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we had 20 people here for just a second. We do have 23 likes, so we have more likes than we do have people watching at 19 currently. That's awesome. I'm gonna go back to looking at stuff we've been looking for a while.
Yeah, I think you've had me white boxed for quite a while.
I know. It's people really want to see your work, Ninja.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna move along here. Oh, look at what Josh is finally putting together. Finally.
Getting there. I mean, the bike was already. I did the bike first, but I just have it, disappeared so I could work on her scales. Her lovely shiny scales.
Looks like Alex is doing a muchacha. Yeah. Wayward, how's it coming?
I feel like
got some boobies going, right on.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves the boobies, even
Pretty
women.
Good.
Well, nothing like jiggle physics.
Is there?
Marta loves it. And
is that a particular character? Who is that?
What, this one?
No, the giant boob lady.
Giant boob lady.
Which one? Daniel's?
I think so.
Daniel. Every character that Daniel draws that's female has giant boobs.
The one sitting on the very tiny car.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be She-Hulk, but
okay, that's why the car's so tiny.
Yeah, that's why the car's tiny. Unless I'm doing it wrong, but hey.
It works.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh boy. All right, back to the chat. Let's see what's going on over there. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I'm gonna unwhite box whoever I'm on. All right. I gotta remember not to do that. Let you guys sit there and look at the one picture all the time. Chicken says Giant Bob Lady is my favorite movie star.
Giant Bob and Vagine.
Giant Bob Lady?
I think they're referring to my character, to what I'm drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't commission me for this stuff.
Flip
I want to see that movie.
is the hero of the Trapno State. What? Okay. Trapno State.
Oh, the Trapno State, right?
Yes.
Trapno State. All right. Cool. What is the Trapno State? Anybody want to fill me in so I don't look like a meathead?
I think it's just a joke about like an ethno state for traps.
Oh.
Lady boys.
I hear there's a lot of real estate down in Antarctica. So.
Wait, weren't they supposed to thaw out like a few years ago or some stupid crap?
Yeah. There will be lots of real estate down there apparently if global warming has its way. Rebel Comics. Get Niobe digital when backing Flying Sparks on Kickstarter. So if you want to go out and get JDA's book Kickstarter 2, Flying Sparks 2 on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter 2, I love that.
Yeah, Kickstarter 2. Yeah, that's the new one. You can get Niobe on digital, and I think is there 5 other comics with that, Matt?
I'm sorry, what did you say, sir?
When you buy a JDA's Flying Sparks 2, do you get 5 other digital comics with that?
You get 11 digital comics with that.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, everything from Niobe #1 by our friend Larry Patrick Higgins at Rebel Comics to Wanpool #1. I mean, it runs the gambit. Like, John is hooking it up. John is uniting comic book creators together like they should be. And it's fantastic. You should check it out.
I was wondering then when that was going to happen because we were talking about doing that, but I haven't heard word back. So this is actually news to me. Way to go, John! Thanks for keeping me in the loop, John.
Asked me, did the frog legs have butter? I believe they were in some sort of butter sauce. Yes, the French love their butter and cream. Can't really get away from it. Chicken Sith asked me, Jimmy, I could only like from my phone, but I'm watching on TV, so don't trust the numbers. Okay, I won't trust the numbers, as you ask. Midnight Cherry TV. Mine says 21 watching. Well, yours is mine's now it says 18.
Yeah.
So we lost a few people. Oh well.
Still, 23 likes is pretty good.
And Midnight Cherry TV puts what is those eyes and cherries? Oh, all right then. Oh, Cherry's out. He's dipping out. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Bye bye. All right.
Night, Cherry.
Night, Cherry.
Thanks for dropping in, bro. We appreciate it.
Wow, it's 11 already.
Yep, we got an hour and 1 minute.
No, it is 1.
Wow. I was like tired when I started this, and then now I'm like fully into it. I'm not even thinking about like tired anymore.
It's because you do your art and it just powers you up.
Well,
I was streaming.
Well, at least I got a pretty face out of the deal and a bike.
And a new car.
And a brand new car.
Sounds like the price is right.
That's right.
Tell them what they won.
You have won
Bullshit.
a wash tub with a scraper thingy. I forget what that was, but they actually made that an actual prize. You got either the washing machine or the kit for hand washing clothes. And it was presented complete with a hillbilly doing the wash.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
All right. Well, Alex, looks like it's coming along. Is she got a cigar in her mouth? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I thought it looked like a gun. I was like, hey, she's about to blow somebody away with it.
She has a gun in her mouth?
That's what it looked like to me. I don't know why.
You're weird, man.
Me.
She's like those robots from Austin Powers, but instead of the guns coming out of her nipples, it comes out of her mouth.
Right?
Yeah, and then she actually has one hand that's like a Phillips screwdriver, one arm or whatever.
My girl ended up being all forehead.
All forehead. She has a 5 head.
Something of the sort.
She has movies.
She has movies projected on her forehead. She's like Christina Ricci.
Dang. Hey, I met her once.
She's tiny, man.
Yeah, she is. She was in like this little tiny convertible too when I saw her.
Was she nice, or did she flip you off?
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she was real nice. Yep, she was real cool. She drove by and everything. We were talking to her. We went up to the car, and she was talking to us. And we were like, "All right, we'll check you later." She's like, "Bye," and then she just rolled off.
So there's a town out here called Tintic, and they were shooting a movie out there once, and a friend of mine was working on the movie. He says, "You want to come out there and meet Selma Hayek?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So he drives me out there for the day, and I kind of hang out on set. And she was staying in her trailer most of the time. So, but she came out for a second, and then I got to shake her hand and say what's up and eat off craft service. So that's my story about me. Selma Hayek. She's very
Nice.
pretty, very, very, very pretty, and very short. She's not very big at all.
Yeah, she is.
Jimmy, aren't you a big guy?
And that was the inspiration for Little Girl Lethal.
I have to admit, though, when I first saw her in that Desperado movie walking down that street, I was like, damn.
Mm.
And then you realize she's smaller than you.
No, seriously, when I met her, like, she come up to like my chest. She wasn't very tall. I mean, I'd say she's 5'1", maybe.
I'm 5'2", so I'm just slightly bigger than her.
Yep.
I'm 6'2", so you know.
Yeah,
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
You're one of those towering Dutch people.
Yeah. I could crush her.
My best friend, he's 6'4". He's biggest. You'll see his shadow before you'll see him. It's like, hey, how's it going, man?
Darkness washes over the land.
When I was a young man, I went to Europe my first time, and we flew into Amsterdam, and that was the first time I'd ever been really anywhere other than like North America. And I got there and I realized that the Dutch are extremely tall and usually very skinny and smoke they smoke really fast. They just suck down these cancer sticks. It was a good time. First time I saw prostitutes in windows like mannequins. It was very weird.
I've never been to Holland myself. One of these days.
It's really cool. You go out to get out of the kind of the seedier part of Amsterdam or Rotterdam, and it's a rather beautiful place. I like it.
I don't doubt it. I got a ton of family over there, so one of these days, I won't have to worry about. I likely won't have to worry about accommodations because I'll be able to just hang out with them. And
you should do that, man. Just get on a plane, take your girl, and go see it before it's overrun by certain people.
Yeah, no, definitely. That definitely is a thing that might happen.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the chat. Check out what's going on.
Go back to it, Jimmy.
Go back to the chat. Wait.
Gotta get back. Get back to the chat.
Damn it! I white boxed Ninja.
Back to the chat.
You guys are singing one of my favorite cartoons ever.
What?
Back to the
Yeah.
past. Bow. I don't really know.
That's right.
I don't know the lyrics.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the heck I'm singing.
It
It
was
just sounded catchy.
yeah, Samurai Jack.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that one.
I was playing stupid.
Okay. The Flit Amrat says culturally enriched Jimmy. Well, you know, here's one thing I'll tell y'all. I used to tell all the young kids back in the 90s and early 2000s, go to college, learn and find your passion, blah 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 blah. Now I don't say that anymore. I say go travel, learn the world, get educated, educate yourself, be an autodidact, because you know, unless you have a reason to go to college, it's just a waste of time, and they'll probably indoctrinate to be an asshole anyway. So
That's 100% true.
go
It's not even a
travel around.
problem. They will indoctrinate you.
You will pay us to
Um,
teach you to be a butthole.
It's either that or they get mad at you for not, you know, agreeing with them, which is what my experience was.
Well, the thing is, like you have, if you have a smartphone, you basically have the world's knowledge in your hand. You can teach yourself all kinds of things with your computer. You can learn just about anything you want, and if you really want to do a deep dive on something, you can. And you don't have to have any professor telling you what is what. You can go and research out things for yourself. However, you can't really learn about people unless you get out there and meet them, you know, and you can't learn, you know, cultures unless you go and immerse yourself within them. I would hope that people would have the tenacity to learn other languages and to have, you know, that time. It takes a little bit of time somewhere to do that, but I mean, I've never actually learned anything but a smattering of Spanish, which is always, you know, since I've come from a mestizo background. At least
Hey,
in
man.
Dude,
I'm actually Mexican. You really don't need to know it.
well, I wish I could speak Spanish. It would have been nice. I wish I could speak Italian. I love when I went to Italy. It was so fun to talk and learn stuff. They're very animated and they like to talk with people who are willing to try to learn something. A lot of fun. Yeah, I got off on a tangent about traveling. And you know, while the world is still not, you know, a flaming ball of craziness too badly, I'd say get out there and travel, and, you know, while you still can. Who knows what's going to happen?
Just don't travel to a country that oh, sorry, go for it.
No, talk if you want.
Just don't go to a country that doesn't like you.
Sure, you know, you don't want to, you know, be smart about things.
Well, I'm Canadian, so I think I'll be fine. Everybody loves Canada.
You know.
Although I think Justin Trudeau might have killed a lot of our goodwill. Actually,
just don't go hiking willy nilly down in Morocco.
Oh Lord!
By the way, 17 people watching. We've lost a few.
17 sexy people.
That's right. 17.
That's right. You're only sexy if you're watching this stream or on it.
Forget about Nick Ricada. So what if he's got JDA and EVS on the same stream right now?
Are they battling it out? Like
no, they're playing nice and war campaign losing their minds.
Like the late 90s.
Yeah, I think they worked out all of their crazy stuff on Twitter.
They did.
Flit Amarat says student loans are a scam. No shit, man.
No shit, I really are.
Yeah.
They really are. And when you finish school, they come after you like the fucking mob. They are.
Dude, I'm so dead with these idiots. I'm like, I should have never have done that. I actually convinced this dude not to go to college. Like, dude, you just because he wanted to go to college for art. I'm like, dude, you don't need to do that.
It's worth
You really don't. For art,
you really don't. Not for art. I mean, it's like I'm telling you now, man. It's like I'm in $60,000, $6,000 in debt, man. 60K in debt, you know, and it affects my credit. It does this, does that, and it's like it's really not worth it, man.
One of the things that I learned in school when it wasn't such a indoctrination plant. One of my friends taught me how to become a millionaire, but I ignored him. And then, you know, by the time I was 35, I kind of pulled my head out of my butt. Stay out of debt. people. Please stay out of debt.
Yeah.
If you can get out of debt, then basically you're free. You are. And there's only one thing you probably should get in debt for is a house. If you can work your way through school, that's probably a better way to do it. But even so, I mean, get out of debt as quick as you can, because you don't want to, 60 years old was still on like $80,000 in your student loans.
Shit.
So, Pekin says, yeah, it's good to be a homeschooler, and I traveled to Japan myself, which is awesome. Japan is great.
I really want to go there.
I got to go there and stay with my cousin. He was a vice president for Mitsubishi, and I got to stay with him in Tokyo, which saved a
I read
lot.
a webcomic I'd read once about a guy who went to Japan. He ended up being one of those English teachers, and the name of it was called Chicken and Waffles.
Isn't there an artist that's who's the artist that lives over there in Japan right now that is in our community? What's his name? Matt? Do you remember? Who's the artist that lives in Japan?
It's not Tim Little.
Takashi Miike?
No.
There's a lot of artists that live in Japan, Jim.
No, he's in our community. He lives in Japan. He started out as teaching English.
Are you talking about Chester Busby?
Chester. Chester. Yeah.
Chester Busby, Fanspeak. Go subscribe right now. Fanspeak.
Yeah.
Chester Busby.
He's a good guy. We love Chester. We need to
Is he really
Chester
an artist?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Isn't he?
I don't think so. I've never seen him draw anything.
Oh, he's a writer.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know. But
He's a creator.
Like
I'm happy with that. So. All right, I'm going back to looking
for a script of his.
how far you guys have moved along. Let's look. Let's look what Alex is doing. Finally getting to see some boobs, Alex. Right on. She's got an hourglass going on. I like that. And what we got, Marty?
I've got the first part of the jacket done, going down to the body with the foreground. One of the legs is going to be plaid, the other one's going to be solid black, and the Roadster is going to have like some dust and debris going out of it, probably some flames from the exhaust pipes.
All right.
That's intense.
We'll wait to see it. We got Illustrator Monk. Ooh, she's looking nice. Nice. Josh, what we got going?
Well, I got just making some progress on her details there with her scales and all that. She's got a lot of them, so.
There we go. And Pedro.
Can you hear me?
Pedro?
I can hear you, Pedro.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, yeah.
You sound really good. I want you to just tell me a story about the first time you made love to a woman with that voice.
He was on the beach.
Can you feel me now? Can you feel me now?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Nom nom nom. And we got a little Matchbox car and a She-Hulk.
Matchbox.
Putting a blower on top of that thing. Right on. We got Wayward. Can we see what you're doing?
Okay, yeah, I got the hair almost done. Just got to finish the rest of that, and I'll move on to the car.
Can you do a fast back there? Is that going to be an Eloise or what was that thing Gone in 60 Seconds?
Gone in 60 seconds. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the name of the car.
Hey,
Illinois.
Hey, just like, what time do we go till on this?
We have it'll be 1 minute after, 2 minutes after 12 my time. So we got about 45 minutes ish.
Okay, all right.
So yeah.
Just wondering because I'm getting sleepy.
So sleepy.
Oh, me so sleepy.
Sleepy snow monkey. So sleepy.
Don't fall asleep.
Don't let them trick you into thinking it's the Mexicans who are the sleepy ones. It is the Canadians.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how that shit got started.
What, sleepy Mexicans?
Yeah.
We heard about the siestas. That's how.
Siestas.
Siesta. That's
Goddamn
how.
siestas, that's what it is. Started with the damn Spanish. You go over there and like they take 4 hours off in the afternoon. You're like, what the hell, man? This is like prime working time. Why are you doing that? It's like, you gotta let your food digest. I'm not kidding.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Because the thing is, I've never seen my dad take any of that, do any of that. And then, because he is from Mexico, so it's like I've never seen him do any of that shit. It's like where did this stuff come from?
Yeah, well, the siesta is actually really quite. It's cultural over there in Spain. I don't know if it's. You go down to Mexico, siesta isn't really a thing, really. But it is in Spain.
At one of the places I volunteered at, there's like one Mexican lady that only speaks Spanish. And I guess her way of getting past the whole language barrier was getting a whole bunch of coins, and we got to dump them out and make a little army to buy what she had on the cashier rack.
Oh man, because I mean, you wanna see the epiphany of a workaholic? That's my dad. Jeez, he's retired and he still does, and he can't sit still. He's like, Dad, you're retired. You don't have to do anything. Just relax.
Well,
5 minutes later, I catch him fixing something on the side of the on one side of the house. Like, Dad. Well,
here's the thing. Like I have nothing against having immigrants in our country because most of them come here and they work their butt off. They appreciate the country.
I don't think anybody cares as long as they're legal.
Right, as long as they're legal. That's all I ask, because some of the best and most industrious people I know are immigrants from multiple countries. So
I mean, I wouldn't be here if my dad hadn't immigrated. So
Well, you Canadians are all lazy anyway, so lazy, polite people.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And then,
except for the polite part. You're dead wrong on that one.
No, my dad came here on a work permit type thing, and he was about to overstay until he met my mom, and we just went from there.
That's how you do it. You work those angles, man.
And then, which I'm still trying to figure it out, because my mom and dad are like a night and day. I'm like, how the fuck?
Well, that's just how love works, man.
It's just the way it is, baby.
I mean, because my mom's one of the nicest person you're gonna meet, right up until you make her mad, and then
she is one of the nicest women I've ever met.
Do you think?
Brought me drinks all night. She was cool.
Hey, we got Pablo.
I hit you from long distance.
I'm sorry.
Pablo Romero is in the chat. I'd like to give a shout out to him. One of these days, we're getting back on the show. Loved his version of a young lady we know from Twitter, or at least a archetype of that. Appreciate it. And then we got Pekin, and Pekin says, "Hey, Pablo."
Okay, I don't think everybody appreciated his rendition as much as you did. I saw a few salty boys.
Oh yeah, there were a few people who were had some words to say. That I was a bit surprised that some people had their balls drop and then sucked back up into their body over that.
One of which turned out to be Rachel Maddow's stepson.
I just want to interrupt you for a second and ask Illustrator Monk what book he's working on. He's got to be working on something.
I'm in the writing stage right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an action horror book.
Okay, cool.
Ugh, again?
Oh, looks great.
From the art that I see you create, I think I'm just going to buy that book sight unseen. So
I'd love to know your page rate.
Yeah,
I gotta give a quick apology for my my behavior tonight because it's late for me. So I'm just in goof mode.
That's why you've been such an incorrigible asshole tonight. Okay.
Yeah, it's just I mean, Josh, I'm used to it after what? How long we known each other? About a year now. So yeah.
You know us Canadians, we need our sleep. We need our niceness sleep. You know, Americans have beauty rest. We have polite rest.
Polite rest. I get that.
Josh, you put the sigh in Science Wizard comics.
You can ask me, can we make homages to our comic, in our comic of Little Girl Lethal? If you make a comic and you want to add Little Girl Lethal, sure. I don't have a problem with that. Just be nice to her. Don't tear her in half or anything like that. She's my girl.
Oh, well, fuck.
Unless she asks you to, if you know what I mean. Anyway.
I don't think any of my characters could even kick. I don't think any of my characters could even fight Little Girl Lethal.
Listen, she's quite the handful, yes.
Pretty sure Pineapple Pizza Man can take her. Just saying.
You keep thinking.
One of these days, we'll have to put that to the test. Just for the people.
For the people.
For the people.
Just hope that Sugar
Due to
isn't
popular
hungry.
demand.
Otherwise, she'll just slice him up and make him lunch.
It's true. That's the only fear I have for Pineapple Pizza Man. People just be like, nom, 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 nom.
The problem is Pineapple
oh my
Pizza
God.
Man will like his natural enemy are Polynesians, and that'll be it.
Polynesians.
All right, let's see what Josh is doing. Oh, something close up.
Yeah, I'm working on some inks now.
You guys are doing a great job. We're about 36 minutes out from the terminus of our broadcast, or at least our challenge. And then we'll have I need somebody to please make one of my mods. Please make a poll, please. I would appreciate that. I've been lax in my duties. Let's see here. What am I doing? Let me see who would do that for me. Who could I pick to do that?
You could make Rumble do it. He probably knows how to do those things.
Rumble, you wonderful young man. Could you please make me a straw poll?
We'll give you extra belly rubs.
That's right. and a little kibble in your Cheerios.
Yes. A few extra dog biscuits this evening.
Pekin says it's too hot to work, and that's only That's only Boogie Peeps. Okay. Hell, I think everyone should take citizen testing to get birth citizenship. You know, service ensures citizenship. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the Starship Troopers political system would work pretty good.
Well, the thing is like, you know, Highline thought that out pretty rigorously, and you know, he was quite a thinker in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
He was a bit of an avant-garde sort of fellow, a little bit of a libertine as well. But if you ever want to read an interesting biography, read his biography. You'd be like, wow.
Yay, we've got legs.
Got legs.
Legs and a tushy.
Ooh, I thought we were going to start singing that ZZ Top song.
She's got legs.
Struck. Easy.
Copyright struck.
Yeah, didn't
ZZ Top is coming after us.
That would actually be funny.
That would be really weird, though, too, saying she got her legs and it's not Ariel.
Sure.
Huh.
Well, it looks like Jennifer's coming along there, Tech.
Thank you.
trying to be a little more loose with my inks. See how it works. See how it goes.
Illustrator Monks, it's very, very interesting what we're seeing right there.
What are we seeing?
Yeah, my camera keeps cutting out.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's doing some crazy business.
Oh. Did I just take acid or what did I just do?
It's like, just
Whoa, trippy.
What happened?
Illustrator Monk's camera sometimes does some stuff, some kaleidoscopic effects.
Okay.
Awesome.
Man, I thought that was just the mushrooms kicking in.
What was in that bar you ate?
He's been running around in the woods outside of his house.
These snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
Yeah, he's on a vision quest.
Do you hear that? Are they laughing at me?
These pineapple pizzas taste like heaven.
Dude, I cannot wait for that comic to come out.
It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I can't wait. We'll get started on it pretty soon, too. Now that I've got the time.
Still got 15 people watching. Thank you for hanging out, you 15 people who are.
Thank you for the 15 people for staying around.
Right, diehard 15. Appreciate it.
Considering how late it is in some time zones, much appreciated.
Flit Amaranth says, Illustrator Monk, amazing art, terrible camera.
Sorry, guys.
Your Monk, your art more than makes up for it, so no problem. Pedro.
I'd like to ask a question of Josh, the super sexy animator.
Yes.
Josh, where do you envision Science Wizard Comics being 2 years from now?
Well, I hate those kinds of questions, but I will humor it.
Did he just turn his mic off on purpose so he could avoid the question?
Dropped out.
No.
It does seem that way.
I'm talking. I was talking.
Okay, try. I'm sorry. Try again.
No, I was just saying. I hate those kinds of questions, but I'll humor it anyway. 2 years. I'd like to see us, with a stable and active online store where we sell all our comics, and also see our comics regularly popping up on store shelves.
That would be awesome, man. Without any tortious interference, that would be very awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Mark Waid has so fucked himself.
Oh my god, did you hear some of the deposition stuff?
Dude,
Not yet.
Forget the depositions. Did you hear what Zayd was saying? Talking a bunch of crap like, that's not all. Wait till there's more. Okay.
There's more?
He's talking about probably the redacted pages, but then Zach just made a video a little while ago, and he was saying that a lot of that stuff is like business addresses and stuff that you don't want to put out in public for public information. It's not all like, anything big
crazy.
or else would be in there.
Man, the more I hear about this guy, the more I think he done screwed up.
Oh, he's fucked.
I mean, think about it. Zach hasn't been talking about it, and now he is. Even though the stuff is public, he's not talking like he's losing.
Why would he? Like, anybody who's heard anything about this case up to this point, knows how that he is just guilty as hell.
It got to being so bad that Mark Zaid came out and when he did Carol Danvers, he spelled Carol wrong. He ended up calling her Carl.
That is memeish. Classic Zaid.
I'm just really pissed that they have not found another guy named Mark Dade to work with.
That's the real dream.
Pekin says to me, Highland didn't go out and try to promote hedonism, but felt it should be private. Starship Troopers for the win. I have to say this, for those of you who love science fiction, if you really want to enjoy great literature as well as high adventure. Highline is about as good as they come. And so, yeah, go out and check out his books. He has a lot of them, and he set the standard for many people in what can be achieved in science fiction. So,
He's still getting like everything still pulls from his stuff now, like to this day.
Oh yeah, I mean, him and Asimov, and there's a few others, but he's one of the ones I read everything I could get my hands on by Highline. So
I haven't read a book in quite some time. Where's the time? You should see my comic book stack. Unread comic stack. It's gotten quite large.
Pablo Romero says Zaid is trying to bait people on Twitter.
Well, yeah, obviously. He's clearly got nothing, and he's trying to get people to give him some kind of evidence of this quote-unquote harassment or quote-unquote death threats that Mark Waid keeps saying that he quote-unquote got but can't produce any evidence for. He's trying to make evidence that wasn't already there.
The stupid part is he keeps gaffing himself.
If I were getting death threats, which I've never gotten one. I mean, I've had some salty tweets once in a while, but
really quick, let me just say you have 30 minutes to complete your drawing.
Understood.
Thank
Really?
you. Appreciate that.
Oh, I got a lot done.
So if I got a death threat, I'd probably take at least a screenshot of it and log it, because I'd want to have that as a record. If somebody threatens my life, I want to be able to show it if I need to. His deleting death threats seems like the opposite of somebody who actually is getting death threats. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't understand why anybody would do that, especially if you're going to use it like, oh, I was getting death threats. Well, how can you please show us the death threats? Well, I deleted them all. That's like, my dog ate my lunch.
Yeah.
my homework or whatever. My dog ate my homework.
It's literally the legal equivalent of my dog ate my homework. It's insane. My favorite part, though, has to be where he was like bullying the guy into trying to bullying the Antarctic Press guy, trying to get him to say that he didn't bully him.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too.
The irony of it was just so sweet. So sweet.
No, they just whittled it down to saying a known harasser had harassed their place of business.
Yeah, I wonder who that could have been.
I think it's funny that he conflated Zach with they. So if they're gonna harass him if Zach sicks him on him, and then at the same time people are being sicked on other people from the other side. It's just a
they're just random people. I have nothing to do with them. But if somebody that follows Zach says something nasty, then that was directly because of Zach.
Yeah, well, Zach's a devil. He's a devil.
It really is like they think he's literally the devil. It's insane. I love it. It's just too funny.
He's the devil that goes around and impregnates women at random, all over the country, of different nationalities, just for the hell of it.
Just for the hell of it.
It's kind of weird having a comic book pro afraid of a giant rambling nerd.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When his face was finally revealed, I was just like, yeah, that's what I expected.
He kind of looks like he got kicked by a mule with those walleyes,
I think the one tweets I regret to archive was he actually did. Richard had actually did a story of the things that happened when he got there, when he did that Jim Jeffries interview. Like he got held up in traffic, and the haircut at Supercuts.
Well, we're down to the lucky 13 again. So thank you for you 13 people, you stalwarts hanging out with us, watching the art being created. I really am appreciative of it. We do have 24 likes, which is very cool. Thank you. Now we're down to 12 people watching.
This is good practice for me. This is good practice.
Back up to 13. It's just bouncing around. Nobody's speaking in. Oh nope, Crypto did speak in the chat.
I did.
Wonder if Kira's still here, or if she went to bed. Where are you, my love?
Trouble went to bed.
Oh, no, she's still here.
Nice, Kira. What's her handle?
C diddly D.
C
I don't
diddly
think,
D.
I don't think she's actually in the
Diddly
chat.
D. I like that. That's a good handle.
Pirate life for me.
All that really matters is you sub to me at Crypto Comics.
That's
And,
right.
I agree. Everybody needs to go sub to Crypto Comics. And C diddly D did say something. Gotta have me some cheesecake.
Pardon. Sorry.
I think the C diddly D needs to get some beefcake, if you know what I mean.
Oh, she's got that.
Do the beefcake challenge.
She's got that coming.
As he calls it, the beefcake brawl. The beefcake brawl. I don't know.
Foot Amaranth gives us some emojis, cheesecake emojis. Very nice, Foot Amaranth.
I guess I'll stop right here since I got pretty much all the colors.
Jimmy, show people the art real quick.
Okay, going back.
Going back.
Look at
Scrolling down,
that.
scrolling.
Look at those bright, shiny colors they got with.
I miss when Zach used to do live streams and would just be scrolling down.
Never turned to slow mode.
Yeah.
I actually miss when he'd actually rip comics up.
Now,
I mean,
now he just
what
messes
you do
them up.
is, I mean, what he does is his choice. I just found it kind of funny when he'd do a comic, and if it was good, it was set aside, and if it wasn't,
you tore it to shreds.
Yeah.
But I do think he just quoted Billy Corgan. What I choose is my choice. No? What's a Zach supposed to do?
Isn't that the pumpkin guy?
Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, baby. Yeah.
Okay. Never really liked them.
Oh.
It just too nasally and whiny for me.
My just a rat in a cage.
People everywhere.
There is not a beefcake challenge, peeking, but I do promise I will convince Jimmy before the end of the year that he has to do the beefcake brawl.
The beefcake brawl. We'll figure something out.
And it should be all women drawing and one dude.
That'd be a good place to debut Big Boy Brutal.
That would be cool. Big Boy Brutal. That's something that Josh and I bandied about quite a bit over time. Big Boy Brutal.
That is clever. I love that.
I think it's a great idea as long as he still has the pigtails.
I mean, it's me. Come on, you know.
I've got a bodybuilder called the Flexinator. He doesn't have any other major powers except super endurance, and he could swing himself through walls by flexing his pecs.
He flexes his body and knocks people over. It's amazing.
I mean, with a name like that, all you really need is the endurance, right?
Hey.
That's all the women want is endurance. It's not a sprint, Bubba.
Last man standing.
It's a marathon with ladies.
Marathon.
Anybody watch that show on Netflix?
Nope.
Santa Clarita Diet.
No, it looks good though. Is it good?
Yeah, it's in its third season, which I was excited about, but
isn't that the one where they
you know what happens? You know what happens eventually.
People start eating other
and
people.
she's definitely they went full SJW.
No.
The boy with their daughter couldn't even apologize or say anything. He had to correct himself, and I mean it started getting so cringy. If that show wasn't so good, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like giving up on it.
I don't know. I don't watch enough TV these days. I stopped. I didn't even have like Netflix right now.
I stopped watching TV altogether.
Well, so far the only show that I'm actually following closely is the Orville. I never miss an episode. And I watched The Tick recently, which has been a really fun show too.
I've been meaning to check that one out.
I really, really, really like the guy that got to play the Tick this go around. He's doing a fucking fantastic job.
Isn't it Patrick Warburton?
No, it's not Patrick Warburton. He was the
wasn't he the original Tick?
Yes, but Patrick Warburton is actually a producer on the show.
Ah.
The new Tick is the guy who was the roommate on Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? He's also the guy who was handling weapons in John Wick 2.
I didn't see that movie.
Yeah.
You should, because it's awesome.
Yep.
I'm one of those rare people who didn't like the first one, so.
Well, you're wrong, so you know.
Oh well.
I get told that a lot.
Crypto didn't like it either, so you know.
Well, he's wrong too. You're all heretics and should be burned.
I'm waiting for John Wick 3. That's my jam, yo.
One of the shows I'd been keeping up with was Satellite City.
What's that about?
Never heard of it.
Heard of it.
It's actually a CGI horror, and the guy who makes it, let's just say he blows Disney out of the water when it comes to lifelike CGI.
Okay.
He created his own lore, his own monsters, and they are very interesting.
You had.
It is also a very adult show.
So nudity?
Something to the effect.
What is it called again?
It was called Satellite City, and you can and I think the YouTuber who does that show is Finna.
Oh, it's a YouTube show.
Yeah, it's a show on YouTube.
Fancy that. Satellite City. I'll have to look that up. Thanks for the recommend.
No problem.
That's how I find out about like 90% of the shows I watch now is through, direct
Other people word of mouth.
Yeah, direct recommendations. Like I don't trust any media. Especially entertainment media.
It used to be that you could see a movie, like you would see the cover or whatever, read what it was about, and then you would just watch it. Now when I look through movies, I've got to go and watch the trailer first. Then I got to look at the comments and see what people say, and to me, that's the only way for me to really enjoy the movie.
Well, for me, I just watch it if it sounds like a premise that I would enjoy. Although sometimes I'll just start watching something just because it's there, or I'll see the art style and I'll just be like, oh, I like the art style, and then see if it's any good. I just started watching this anime the other day. It's I looked at the art style and I was just like, oh yeah, that looks cool. I had no idea what it was about. I didn't read anything about it. It's just purely based on the look of it, and it turned out to really like it. And the subject matter, it's literally a show about studying.
I was watching. I mean, Netflix can be kind of a clusterfuck sometimes, but I did love Love, Death, and Robots. That was a really cool series.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
I've heard very good things about it. So yeah.
I mean,
I keep seeing AMVs of it all over YouTube, and that's yes, gorgeous.
They're basically little short, science fiction stories, and they're not very long. Most of them, the longest ones are like 15 minutes, but they're really cool, and they show what can be done with, especially some of the 3D ones are very, they cross the uncanny valley in my opinion. they look really good, even though they're 3D generated. And they do quite a few of them are 2D, and then they had one with live action where they did like this. Well, you guys can watch it. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah.
Have you guys seen what they're doing with the Alien franchise right now with the short stories?
No.
They're releasing a whole bunch of these like direct to the web Alien short stories, like actual like short films, and it's pretty neat. They got the atmosphere down pretty good. Like it's I'm keeping up with that, or trying to. I started watching one at work, but then I never finished it. I might finish that tomorrow. But,
Where you can see
it. Pekin says, "Slick Jimmy, you are all my TV these days." Well, thanks. I'm sorry that you're stuck with one show a week. Barb Rogers shows up in the chat. Nice to see you, Barb. She says hello. Foot Amaranth says, "Same Pekin." Same Pekin. Pretty much all I watch are live streams anymore.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I don't really watch them. Who has time to watch? But I listen to a lot.
Yeah, I do listen.
Same.
I like to just hear people talk, listen to their thoughts and ideas, and I'd have to do an idea stream because I like the brainstorming aspect of the creative process, and I love sharing that. So I might do something. I might do a brainstorming thing on the Science Wizard channel.
That'd be cool.
Have some fun creative people on there and just brainstorm an idea.
I'm really enjoying the art done today. There's a whole bunch of different styles. And we are.
If 13 minutes, 12 minutes left. 12 minutes remaining.
12 minutes remaining.
I probably won't finish this, but
yeah. Well, I'm more likely not gonna finish this, so I'm swapping here with all the colors.
I'm liking how it's turning out.
Do we have to do colors?
No, I don't think so. Right?
Part of the thing is you need to incorporate one color, but I'm not hard and fast. I'm just glad you guys showed up and
I'll
did
try
art.
to incorporate one color if I can.
I mean, it's not absolutely
before I get
necessary, but it is nice if you do get one in there. Marty always kills you guys, and Marty and Daniel, they always have tons of colors, and Nick has as well. So
yeah. Do my roughs.
Let's get out.
Because I got
the Crayola box and just go at it. It's just pretty crazy.
What about my rough lines? Do they count? I got some green. I got some red. I got some blue.
Yeah, a little pastel flavor there for you.
What do you think of that so far?
Well, I'm an animator. I like to get those clean lines,
Are you talking?
I'm talking to you, Jimmy.
For you, for your
show what I got. I'm almost done.
Are you talking to me?
You talking to me? Forgot about it.
This is relaxing. My last project, I decided to do a whole bunch of broken glass and ink every individual piece.
Oof. How do you guys like Alex's work? You got she's very hourglass. She's a thick young lady.
Wow.
She looks like she's kind of a cyborg as well.
Yeah, it's a big screwdriver.
Thick.
She's missing an arm. What happened to her other arm?
To that,
Is her arm behind her?
The arm is in front of her here, and then this one, it's going to be her pointing back, like with her thumb, and then I'm going to put the text in.
Right on, man. She's living
La vida loca.
Yeah.
Living la
La vida
vida loca.
Inside out.
Like for real.
That was Ricky Martin, right?
That was Ricky Martin.
Man, whatever happened to that guy?
He's turned gay.
No, I mean like
oh well, they say that that's not possible, but
creatively, professionally, like
he's still what's he Dancing with the Stars or something, right?
I bet he has a show in Vegas. I wouldn't.
Some reality show. I promise you, some reality show.
Oh yeah, that's true. Pretty much a guarantee for most where are they now types, aren't they?
He's no longer single with Menudo though. So.
And I like that song. I don't care what anybody says.
No, that's a fun song.
Living la vida loca. Come on! Come on!
Ow!
Let's look in the chat. What we got going down? We got Good Dog Press. Nice Bobs.
Nice Bobs.
I'm actually pretty happy with how
Manny, they're boobs.
You get in trouble if you type boobs. You gotta type bobs.
Wait, really? Boobs you can't type?
Pablo Ramirez says, how come nobody drew Guillermo's Cadillac? Geronimo's Cadillac. Geronimo's Cadillac. I don't know why. Why didn't somebody draw Geronimo's?
Because you weren't here to do it, Pablo.
That's right, Pablo.
Hey, I got back in.
Who?
Chicken said, why the name of Unicorn would you literally pick Hotrod? Because he said Hotrod. I like Hotrod. Hotrod's not a bad character. I don't know why people keep giving him shit.
Wayward, you went into the chat, just dropped in. My internet dropped for a bit. Can't get back into the call. So we lost Wayward, huh?
Yeah, I think he. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
no, there it is. It's right there.
What
you talking about, Willis? Jeez.
I'm debating because I feel like the car is not in perspective, and so I feel like I need to redo this.
Chicken said, of all the Transformers, why in the name of Unicron would you pick literally Hot Rod?
Because the thing is Hot Rod?
Funny.
I thought it was funny that I picked.
And Pablo says the reason why he didn't come in is he didn't feel like it. Damn it.
Wow.
But Amaranth, he took the Hot Rod's part of the title literally. I think he's talking about you there, Daniel.
Yeah, I know.
I don't see any dudes.
Pablo says also drawing cars and stuff takes a lot out of what takes.
Yeah, well, Hot Rod has one of the more simple designs. Simple.
And Chicken says, well, at least it isn't Rodimus, so guess
I still am trying to figure out why people keep giving Hot Rod shit.
Good Dog Press says Pablo draws awesome bobs.
Awesome bobs.
And Pekin says bobs are a memes. Are we voting? Not yet. We got 7 minutes till we're done.
I'm almost done here.
Oh, I'm not even close, so.
Yeah, I might as well make this thing to a t-shirt or something. That'd be fun.
Pablo, what is the
make
modern talking song? I don't know what that is. I don't know. You're right. Nobody here knows what the modern talking song is. Anybody know what that is?
Isn't that just rap?
Mumble rap.
Yeah.
I think my nephew could do that in his sleep.
Risey Lee says, I like Hot Rod Optimus. Should have taken the kill shot on Magnetron years ago. Damn straight, man.
And I am so lost on that. It's been forever since I saw Transformers. I think the last thing I saw was Beast Wars.
They're more than meets the eye.
So Pablo says Geronimo's Cadillac is a song by Modern Talking. All right. Have to
Right
look
now,
that up.
the show is better than the comic.
What's going on?
I was just talking about Transformers in general.
We have 14 watching now, 14 stalwarts hanging out, staying with us as the art progresses to its terminus. 28 likes though, fantastic. All right, back to the art. Look at that, nice job, Wayward.
Thanks.
And then we got Tech with the
At least I gave you a busty She-Hulk.
You did. She is definitely busty. She's muscular, but she's not. She's not
Stupid big, and looks more like a man.
They're trying to make She-Hulk bigger than the actual Hulk, which is
She
hard.
doesn't look like Hulk with boobs.
She looks.
That is what she looks like.
Like, even from the perspective of like, you know,
She just looks like Hulk with longer hair.
Yeah, I don't even like. Here's the thing: I like She-Hulk. I don't really like the Hulk that much. So, like, making her into Hulk does not appeal to me at all.
Well, they're not trying to appeal to you. They're trying to appeal to social justice warriors.
I don't think they exist
pretty much.
though. Like, I even like talk to like, you know, social justice warriors on like, you know, Twitter all the time. They don't like her.
Jean-Luc,
We lost.
all the
we lost the
former
Illustrator
Justice
Monk.
Warrior things I'd seen when they did their like walkaway thing, they were like, I was so confused when I was an SJW.
We lost Illustrator Monk. I was really enjoying what he was doing too. Dang! Look at Pedro's deal. Look at Pedro's deal.
Where's all the love for mine? Jeez.
Yours
Picking favorites much?
All I'm seeing is you know, pizza. That's all I'm seeing, man.
I mean, what more do you need to see?
Blind
What more?
saucer of the light. I think I said it right. Yeah. Oh well.
Just gotta get those little chunks of pineapple in there.
3 minutes before we vote. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
I had to put a little bit of rendering under the pineapple pizza there. You know, it's
looks good.
Look at that ass.
My jam.
Whoops.
That girl that Pedro drew, when she rides around that motorcycle, is going to get some windburn, but that's all right. I don't mind.
I'm sure
you'll put some ointment on her for her.
Huh?
The color
Rub
that
the lotion on its skin.
Puts the lotion on its backside.
And places the bottle in the basket.
We need to get Illustrator Monk back here, man.
We really do.
There we go. Yeah, that looks good.
Two-minute warning, babies.
Goodness gracious. How does anybody draw this?
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Fly it. That's what I heard. Fly it.
Illustrator Monk can't get here. He can't get back into the hangout. He says.
That was happening to me earlier.
I saw him in earlier, and then it drew him out again. And so I don't know. I guess it's his internet decided to be a dick to him.
That sucks, man. Darn.
Keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying. That's
keep trying, dude.
We believe in you.
Okay, 1 minute.
Holy cannoli.
Oh, no.
1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
The time is up. The time is up. It's 11:02 my time. It's 11:02 my time.
Time is up. Rumble, could you please drop the poll?
How do you know Rumble's here? How do you know?
Well,
why do you always go to Rumble? Why don't you say like, "Hey, Risey, you're great."
Risey, if you want to drop it,
Risey, if you're sober and you want to drop it, you can drop it. I think you should just drop it, Jimmy.
Drop
You
it
know,
like
just
it's
man
I
up.
don't have the poll. I don't have it. I asked
You
somebody.
don't have the poll.
There we go.
That's it. Is Rumble here? No poll. Some of the bitches.
Hands up, don't draw.
This is your fault. This is all your fault, Jimmy.
Does writing words count as drawing?
Shoot.
Rosie Lee says, I don't know how to make polls.
Does it?
I guess Rumble wasn't there.
My impression of Risey is really mean to him. It
All
doesn't
right.
sound anything like that.
Well, what are we gonna do, Matt? Do we just
I mean, this is not my problem. You've done this to yourself, Jim.
I have done it to myself.
You have me here, and you don't even send it to me. You're just like, oh, I'll send it to Rumble because I can rely on Rumble. But now you've learned. No.
He probably ran off chasing a car or something.
Hey, Monk's back.
All right, Matt, please, since you're so awesome, can you entertain people for 1 minute while I put this together?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Send me a kiss by wire, baby, my heart.
Honey, my heart.
If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone. No, baby, come on and tell me on your own.
Well, what I would probably do is I'd probably have everyone who has an active campaign pitch their book first. So let's just start. A cold piece. Do you have an active campaign?
No, I don't.
Do you have a website you want to direct people to?
Just my YouTube that I put in the chat already.
Okay. Humble Marty. How about
Yeah.
you?
You can find me on Twitter at Humble Marty with a dash in between it, and I do have a DeviantArt that's under the same username.
Excellent. Illustrator Monk. Tell the people where they can find your sexy art.
You can find me on Twitter at Illustrator Monk. And I should have some campaigns later this year, hopefully.
Illustrator Monk, your pose is too similar to my pose. Burn it.
Josh, the amazing animator from Ottawa, Canada. Please tell the people about Journey of the Wand. Which I'd like to say that I did back.
Well, that's good. That's good. I will make sure to take all of your information and spread it out onto the internet so that everybody knows exactly where you are.
That's fine. Everyone would love that, actually. Everyone would love that.
I'm just kidding.
I had to do the bathroom.
I don't do that. But what I am doing is I am managing the One Pool campaign for our good friend Mr. Marvel. So yeah, we're doing pretty good there. We're up to $11,257. And if we get to 16,000, we're including a third comic.
A third comic? What? A third comic?
A third comic.
What
So
comic?
we got issue 1 of One Pool, issue 2 of One Pool, and then the third comic is something that we hit at the $10,000 as the $10,000 stretch goal. Is a preview of our next project, which is what this lovely lady's from.
What?
Yeah.
Is this Pineapple Pizza Lady?
No. This is a character called Aria. She's going to be a part of our next comic, which is going to be a graphic novel called Help Becky Smash, which will also be and there are 2 graphic novels that we're doing that kind of follow the same story arc, but are told from 2 different perspectives. So on one side we've got Becky, Betty, and this character here, Aria. And then that's called Help Becky Smash. And on the other side, there's Last Call with a couple of characters that Mr. Marvel came up with.
So this is going to be a flip book.
Sort of, yeah. Oh, that's an interesting idea.
You're welcome. Let's keep going here. How about Pedro? Pedro, what do you want the people to know before Jimmy drops the link in the chat?
I dropped the link. It's in. But keep talking.
But Pedro, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, where they can commission you, or if you have a campaign about to launch, what they should expect from you.
No, I just have my Twitter, and I think if you look for Pedro Lara, you can find me. And I think my Twitter is Tension78, awful name. And no, I don't have a campaign yet. I'm planning on having one eventually, probably this year. But I will see what happens. Right now, what I'm trying to do is get published with some of the campaigns that are already going on, doing some fan art and that kind of stuff for people. I have done a couple for Jimmy, and And yeah, that's it. You can find me on Twitter. I try to
Where would the people find you on Twitter? Tell the people.
I think it's Tenshin78.
Okay, now Pedro, you're a very, very talented artist, but there's one thing I would like to ask you, and it might be inappropriate. I'm not sure, but is it all right if I ask you?
Okay, no, he will not show you his penis. God damn, Crypto.
That was not what I want. All I want him to do is I just want him to say, "How will we ever get that cheese from El Pussy Gato?"
What? I don't get it. I don't know what you're saying.
Then we'll move on to the tech corner. Daniel Vega.
Yeah.
You can find me at the Tech Corner on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and DLive at the Tech Corner. You can go to my website, vegadesigns.squarespace.com. There are all my prices listed there. You can find me. You can check out my comic. It's called Shattered Crown, Tales of the Seven. 20-page comic, and it's in black and white, and there's a color coming soon. And I don't have any active campaigns, but I'm hoping to get to 100 to at least 150 pages with the current comic, and then do a Kickstarter for the 150 page for the 150 pages that I got together, and that will all be in color when I get there.
Holy cannoli, that's a lot of ravioli. So, Wayward, let's move on. What are you? What do you want the people to know?
You can follow me at Twitter. I'm also on Instagram and DeviantArt, all with the same handle as Wayward Draw Z.
Excellent, excellent. Your friendly neighborhood ninja. Tell the people about what you've got going on.
All right. Well, I've got several things going on. Actually, my little girl and I are going to come up with a comic called Nightmare Chicken Feet.
Your 4-year-old little girl.
Yes, my 4-year-old has come up with a character that is comic gold. So she's been giving me all kinds of little neat tidbits about his backstory and his origin, his powers. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that with her.
Can
make a comic.
Ninja, can you show people Nightmare Chicken Feet? Because I love this guy. He's just hilarious. I think people want to see.
I think so. Hang on a second. Let me just.
And while we're doing this, Pedro, turn on your webcam and show everyone your penis, just so we know.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Right.
Ninja's gonna take his time, and that's okay. It's okay to take your time.
Calm down. Calm down.
Doesn't matter if we're on a live chat. It doesn't
I got
matter.
it.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
Boom! Nightmare Chicken Feet. Aha! Beat you to it.
That's all right. I have some new concepts. There he is.
Look at this guy.
That's. I'm gonna be honest. This is terrifying.
Right?
This would scare the shit out of me if I was a kid. And I love chickens, but that face, that's really scary.
Oh, it's too good, man. Oh man, only from the mind of a 4-year-old could that thing come into creation.
That's right.
That's just too funny.
Oh,
They
yeah,
are
we're gonna-
untethered by reality.
So are the people
It's
supposed
true.
to start voting now, James?
We are.
James?
We have 11 votes out of 13 people. They're still watching, I believe. So
Is there a link?
there is a link.
There
I can
are.
do one more. I can do one more link.
Oh, hello, Sashi. Sashi is watching the show now.
Oh,
Hey, Sashi.
Sasha, you want to vote? That would be nice.
Please vote. Go through all of them, Jim.
There we go.
One more time.
That's how this works.
Oh, right.
We didn't go through them at all. We just talked about what everybody had to
Here
say.
we go. We got this is Alex's. You got a little cyborg mechanic girl. She's looking pretty sexy, a little thick. And then we got Humble Marty.
Wow. Zero votes.
Bring it in a little bit so we can see it there, huh? Marty.
Sure.
0 votes? Really? Come on.
So a little hot little space. She's riding a
Sexy little space
cool little whatever that is, bike of some sort.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, some sort of bike.
And a lot of
It's
fun
really
there.
nice work, actually. I like that.
And we got
Yeah, it's
Illustrator
pretty
Monk,
cool.
who's got a rat rod with kind of Betty Page looking style gal. She's a and then we got Josh with his
Zero vote.
alien girl. There we go. And she's got it looks like some sort of vehicle. I'm not sure what we got there.
Yeah, it's like a hover bike.
Oh, okay. I see. Right on.
It's got a little fin and everything.
Then we got Pedro with a motorcycle and a very, very glossy looking young lady. Very nice.
Thanks.
I like that. With the sepia tone. Then we got Daniel with the Transformer hot rod and She-Hulk.
Hey, I got a vote.
In a very graphic. And then we have Wayward with his very stylized Mustang. Is that a Mustang or a Camaro?
Yeah, I went with Camaro. Sorry, I'm not too good with cars, though, I'll say.
He's a criminal young lady there who's about ready to commit a robbery, I think.
Better take off her top.
Or, yeah, one of the two.
It's hot outside.
That's it. And then Ninja. We got to see what Ninja's doing.
Oh yeah, I still on Nightmare Chicken Feet. Sorry.
Let's get back to your piece.
There you go. Got
All
my
right.
sexy punk chick and a 57 Chevy.
That's right. Sexy punk chick with a 57 Chevy going down the lane. All right. And those are our things. I'm gonna roll one more time. Alex, Humble Marty, Illustrator Monk, Josh, the amazing animator, Pedro Lara,
Vote for sexy alien, babe.
Daniel Tech Corner, and Wayward.
Vote for She-Hulk and Hot Rod.
And your friendly neighborhood ninja. Those are your choices. And this is the last 30 seconds. I'm going to refresh, see what we got. 18 votes. Right on. Nice. Okay. Got 19 votes.
I got 2 votes. That's good.
Okay.
I'm proud.
Anybody else? Nobody else? Okay. We're going to do this. One more time. I'm going to refresh one more time.
A vote for me is a vote for Dan Koo.
All right. With sadly 0 votes, Marty. And
That's okay. I can do better.
we believe in you. And then Wayward with 1 vote, tied with Alex with 1 vote.
Really?
Yeah. And then with 2 votes apiece, Daniel and Josh.
Right on.
Then tied with 4 votes apiece, Ninja. Oh, whoa.
Oh, nope. Not anymore.
Ninja is in 3rd place. And then tied with 5 votes apiece, Monk and Pedro. They are the winners.
Yay!
Yay! All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back. Let's wrap this puppy up. Thanks for everybody coming out. We did have everybody kind of run through their projects and what they're doing. For those of you who are watching, please look out for these artists and go and commission them if they are commissioning things right now, and look for their projects as they come out. It's been a really lot of fun tonight doing Hotrods and Hardcore Honeys on the Cheesecake Challenge here on Slick Jimmy Speaks. Thank you to Crypto Comics for being my co-host. He is always the man who can fill the time when it needs to be done, and he has the skills to do so. Thank you for all your skills as artists.
My ma is always gaping for you.
I hope you all had a good time tonight. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Thank you for my mods, Risey and Rumble, even though he ran off and didn't do his damn job. But I appreciate everybody who came out and watched. Love y'all. Come back next week. We'll have a new theme, and hopefully I'll have more videos, just me doing my thing like I should and filling content. All right, everybody. Let me find this button so I can get rid of this. What's wrong with me? Why can't I find it? Okay. And,
I just want to know what Sashi campaign.
throughout the whole stream.
for some reason, I can't get it to. There we go. It's hidden. All right. Now we're going to stop. Love y'all. Have a good night. Later on.